guys, it's Laura from Doggy U. If you've been following along with a lot of my training videos, you may have noticed that I use a clicker quite frequently in my training. So I figured today I wanted to go over very briefly how to use a clicker, why I use it, and how to load that clicker so that you can use it as a functional marker for your dog. This is a little bit older video, but I think it'll be really helpful for those of you that are just starting out with training or need to brush up on your clicker skills. There's a couple reasons to use a marker like a clicker in your training because it's a distinct noise. So what that means is whether or not I'm clicking the clicker or my husband's clicking the clicker, it all sounds the same to my dog, which makes it easier on the learner. Whereas if you use the word yes, you can say it 3 times and say it differently each of those times, or a different person can say it and it might not sound the same. So the clicker sounds the same no matter who is clicking that clicker. The other thing about a clicker is it's very precise, so it allows me to mark very small behaviors that are important for your more complex behaviors, like weight shifts backwards, whereas saying the word yes can be slower and a little bit more clumsy, so it allows you to be very precise with your training. Another reason to use a clicker over the word yes is that humans talk quite a bit and dogs are always trying to pick out what words actually mean something to them. The clicker is very clear that the dog has done something right once you've conditioned it, and it sounds very distinct from your verbal talking. The clicker can also help us get food off of our body. You can click and the dog knows a reward is coming, so the food can be across the room, and it can help you with fading rewards over time. It also helps us mark behaviors at a distance. So if I'm teaching a go to place at a distance, I can click the moment the dog does the thing I want, and they know the reward is coming, and I might choose to throw that reward behind them, or I might come up to them and reward, but I have a lot of options once I've marked the moment that they did the correct behavior. So those are just a couple of the reasons that I like to use a clicker. It can be a little bit challenging mechanically to learn how to use it first, but then once you've done it quite a bit, it becomes second nature for you. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with how to use that clicker and how to load that clicker so that you can use it in training with your dog.
The first thing we're going to start with is just a quick overview on the clicker. We're going to use a clicker in this training program to denote when the dog did the exact right thing. The clicker is like taking a picture of the behavior that you want. It's like clicking that camera and knowing that that's the thing that you wanted to take a picture of. Same thing with your dog. Your dog is going to associate this sound through training with a food reward. So clicking is an IOU to your dog that they get a reward for whatever it is they just did. And you're going to condition that. We'll show you how to condition that real quick right after this part of the video so that your dog can really know click means reward. And then we can move on to the more challenging parts of training. But this tool is going to help you be precise, and it's going to be universal. It's a unique sound that your dog hears and knows, bam, I did that correctly. And training with positive reinforcement is all about saying yes to the dog. It's about building confidence and telling them, yes, that's the right thing to do. So let's show you real quick how we're going to load or charge the clicker so that we're ready to start.
Here you will see me loading or charging the clicker. What's involved in that procedure is pretty simple. All we're going to do is click our clicker. Then the clicker sound is going to cause us to reach for the cookie and deliver the cookie for the dog. The most important part of this is that we click before we make any kind of motion for the cookie, because the dog needs to be able to predict that whenever they hear the click, then it will cause you to go get them a cookie. If you click and reach for the reward at the exact same time, the dog will be paying attention to your body language and not the sound, because dogs are very much in tune with your body language. So we want to make sure that they understand the click means reinforcement, and they understand that that sound means that food will be delivered. So they know they hear that sound, and they can predict that your hand will then reach towards your cookie and deliver it to their mouth or to the floor. You can also use the word yes instead of the clicker. So if you don't have your clicker on you, or for instance, when we start teaching the stays, the clicker gets the dog a little bit more excited, so we sometimes use the word yes instead of the clicker to teach stays. So yes and the clicker are interchangeable.
Both tell your dog the second that they've done something right and that they can expect a food reward for their good effort. If you're not going to deliver them food, then you're just going to tell them that they're a good dog and give them a pet. So clicker is specifically for use with food when training new behaviors. You can do this exercise 3 times a day for 3 days, and by the end of those 3 days, your dog will know that the click means reinforcement is coming.
So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that little bell button so that you can be notified anytime a new video comes out. If you have questions, make sure you comment below, or if you have ideas for videos or questions you'd like me to make into a video, make sure that you put those in the comments below. Share this with your friends. You guys have a great day and happy training. Yeah, good girl.
Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for our next video. Subscribe now and never miss an episode.